And now, it's time for Herman and Sharron.
I love you. Thank you for joining us. We have two good-looking ladies on my left, good-looking lady on my right. So I'm surrounded by good-looking women.
I'm just here all the time, though. These are brand new ones.
I know, but I never get used to you, honey.
Well, thank you.
Tell them about this wonderful people.
I know you're all familiar with our good friend Dee Simmons and her daughter Deandra. And, you know, the story of Dee was diagnosed with breast cancer several years ago. And because of this...
In 87.
Yeah. Because of this, she has started this nutritional company. And we've heard a lot about all of the different products. And today we're going to talk about something that, you know, I enjoy because I use her skin products too. And they're very good. And we're going to be talking to her about skincare
and our daughter, by the way.
She loves it.
She loves their products.
Yes. In fact, I just was telling Dee I've got to order. She loves your cleanser, hydrating cleanser.
Hey, Dave, get it tight right here. Get it tight.
Oh, I don't know. I've been up, guys, a long time.
I'm watching the monitor.
She's been up.
60, almost 69-year-old face. I don't know.
Okay, now get it tight over here.
Oh, I don't know about that either.
Get it tight over here. Okay, Dave. There, look at that. And obviously, you use the products.
Of course I use the product.
Just
I think I just sit in the lab just twiddling my thumbs.
Just doing this for other people?
Not because you feel sorry for her mom.
It's good to have you guys back.
It's so good to be here with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know how much you love the products. And your skin is just glowing. You just look absolutely
And this is not made up.
fabulous.
This is truth.
No.
And I'm 69 too, so we're twins.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this is your opportunity to look like this. And we've actually had people say, you know, that stuff that Sharron talks about on that program, I want some of that.
Yes.
Well, you know what they do? They always ask me, do you use those products, you know? And I can truthfully say, yes, I do. I use
Well, that's
them.
wonderful. And, you know, the reason why we started making skincare, because we started with nutrition 13 years ago.
That's right.
And then after Deandra and I being on TV for a year, we were talking about Green Miracle and all this, and they'd say, we want Green Miracle, but what does Dee use on her skin?
Yes.
And so every other phone call, they were asking that question. So one day, Deandra came in.
Did they actually think you would use the Green Miracle on your skin?
Anyway, one day, Deandra came in, and she said, Mom, look. She said, everyone that sees you on TV wants to know what kind of skincare you use.
Absolutely.
And, of course, I was using everything from our laboratory. You understand that? But we had it in little bottles. I mean, our whole everything. Then it had all these botanicals, all these plants, and I was putting it on my face. She said, let's just go ahead and incorporate that into a product instead of having 50 different things. So that's really how the Dee Simmons Skincare collection became a reality.
And you guys are always improving things.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so,
Always.
I mean, we've had...
This is new for you today,
new,
you understand?
Some of the ingredients have changed.
That's what you were just saying, because I was wondering, okay, we're doing this again.
No.
Okay,
It's all
this is
changed.
brand new.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Yes, so we're learning right now.
Changed.
Well,
Okay,
tell us about
what
it.
happened?
Well, we took out parabens, which, you know, nobody likes parabens anymore in the marketplace. That's a big no-no word. So I replaced it with phenoxyethanol, which I like to go, and phenoxyethanol is an acceptable preservative if you have natural skincare. Because what I like to go by is the Whole Foods list, and they're pretty strict about what they'll sell in their skincare department. And so they can only use certain preservative systems, and this is the only one that they allow. And so there were a couple other ingredients, preservatives that came out too, and we looked at this is the absolute best.
Now, what do you mean by preservative?
Well, you have to have, okay, actually, Mother and I started making products. We had no preservatives, and we just used grapeseed, which all sounds great, but there's no shelf life. And so we learned by trial and error the hard way. So you have to have a preservative system. However, it's what kind of preservative system do you use? What's the most natural? What's going to be the least harmful to your skin? The least... thing that's going to get you other problems. The reason we developed these products for Mother had cancer, I wanted the least amount of chemicals.
Sure.
I wanted the things that would be botanically good for her, that would be something that wouldn't cause her to have any more problems in her life. And so with the preservative system,
don't forget that.
It works.
and so the preservative system is a really big, important aspect. So we totally changed the preservative system. And so that is the brand new thing. In all the products, the preservative system is different.
Wow.
Another thing that we have done also is that Deandra, since we've seen you guys, is probably spending as much time in the laboratory we've kind of changed a little bit the way this works. You know, I come up with the concept of what I want to do. I work with the chemist, that's true, but I'm more in the office with staff. Deandra, on the other hand, is so bright. I mean, she's so bright. She could have been a chemist herself. And she has traveled the whole world, Sharron, looking for ingredients that are really above, you know, cutting edge above. So we have new ingredients in here, and she'll tell you a little bit about. The good news is Deandra speaks fluent French also, and some of these things we've used come from France, and the chemist, the owner of the actual company she'll tell you about, they love to talk to Deandra because she can speak to them in French. You know, God's just given us so many blessings, Herman, to be really on the cutting edge.
And your husband told you, don't hold back on any research, go for it.
He didn't have to on skincare.
Especially on this one. Let's say that.
Exactly.
But so this product is literally a new one.
Oh yeah, it is. Since you got
with the ingredients.
The ingredients are changed. Yes.
And see, I mean, the thing about us that's nice, and what I appreciate about my mom is that she did that with Green Miracle. If there's anything new coming out, any new products, and so we've just done the same thing with the skincare. Because believe me, now that I'm 40, I'm really wanting to stay young looking.
Yes, sure.
And you asked me if I use products. Believe me, I'm as vain as the next person. I'm using these products. I'm going to sleep in them, lather in them, put them all over my body.
Yeah.
And so they do work, and they're effective, and the ingredients are the most superior ingredients. So you want to go over the products? Real quick?
Yeah,
let's go over.
Now, you folks that are watching, when that number goes up and the website, all of the things, make yourself available, because this is like your personal store, okay? And we have people on that we trust, and we've had
13 years.
13 years, okay? 13 years, that's right. I was trying to think of it. But it is amazing that you, if we went to the first video, have not changed.
Thank you.
I mean, that's pretty significant. It really is. So you have some good genes.
Exactly.
But you
and
still,
good products.
Yeah, and good products.
I mean, the truth is that if you take the Green Miracle and all of our other products too, if you take antioxidant heavy foods and then you also use these products on your skin, your aging process is not going to be like someone who doesn't use those kind of products.
Because you start from within.
Exactly. Start from within and then also on the outside. It's an intrinsic, extrinsic, both together.
I like that.
So, we have the daily skincare collection, which is $169. This is what we're talking about today. And so we have it for normal to dry skin and normal to oily skin. So you have your choice of cleansers. Now, if my mother and I, we use the normal to dry, so that would be this cleanser. It's our hydrating cleanser, and it's a blend of oils. And we believe that while cleansing, you should also soak the skin with antioxidants at every stage of the cleansing process, moisturization process, using a serum, whatever it is. I want to put antioxidants on my skin the whole time. So everything is a balanced blend of performance ingredients that we put in every single product. So if you have normal to dry, which most people do, most people do not have oily skin.
Right.
This also is a great makeup remover for eye makeup. That way you completely eliminate the need to buy an eye makeup remover because this works as an emulsion. It's perfect. It goes on. It takes all that makeup off, and it cleanses the skin without stripping the protective moisture mantle. Wow. And then
Daddy also uses it to shave.
Yeah, my dad uses it to shave. So if you have any men out there,
Wow.
And then we also have the cleansing gel. And this is if you have the oily skin. Now, I rotate the two of them. I like both the products. I like all of our products. But this would be, it's an effective cleansing agent. It's just a little bit, it does not have the oils in it. So if you have the oily skin, you're going to be using this. It has coconut, grapeseed extract, has some arnica in there, some cucumber in there. And of course, we like to put trace minerals because we take those, we sell a mineral product, but we like to put those in our skincare too. And also it has vitamin C, which most of our products have the vitamin C in there. After that, this will be your first step. Then you're going to use a balancing toner. What I caution people is to look at your toner and see if it has alcohol, because if it has alcohol, it's harsh to the skin. So we don't use any alcohol. This is botanical extracts, and this is a great toner, and it's for both skin types, okay? So we're going to use the toner for both skin types. Now then also, this restores the pH balance of the skin, and why that's important is because if the pH is restored, then when you're putting the moisturization ingredients on, then they are allowed to penetrate the skin so much better. So this is the next product. Now, Mom said, can't you come up with something more fabulous for a serum? And so, of course, I went out and got some more ingredients. So this had a lot of ingredients before. Well, now it has a lot more ingredients. Let me just tell you this. We've had the Advanced Moisture Complex, which is a you've heard of hyaluronic acid, correct?
No.
Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water, and it's a great way to preserve moisture on the skin. A lot of products have hyaluronic acid.
And that's important.
This has that in it, but it also has a compound it has hyaluronic acid as a single ingredient, and then another compound that's, like I said, a balanced blend of ingredients that has another type of hyaluronic acid, so it really retains moisture on the skin and allows you to retain moisture for 8 hours.
So it's compatible for all skins?
Exactly. In addition to that, before we had Gasoline Expression, and Gasoline Expression is an ingredient that acts like a Botox-like effect, so it'll relax the lines and wrinkles.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And that's immediate right after using it. So this product has, immediately after you use it, you're going to relax those lines and wrinkles.
So you put that on right after you cleanse your face?
Cleanse, tone, and then the serum will be the next step.
You do it, and you're going to do this twice a day, Sharon, morning and night. This whole the treatment she's going through.
Okay.
But at the same time, we of course had to address the cumulative signs of aging. We had to address those lines and wrinkles. We had to make the skin plumper. We had to make the skin more hydrated. And I'm going to use some big words, but we have cutaneous aging and subcutaneous aging, extrinsic and intrinsic. So you want to deal with the outside of the skin and the inside at the same time. So some of the ingredients, we've added a new Gasoline RC, which is from the beech tree buds. And the beech tree, I don't know if you know this, lives 200 and 250 years. So the longevity of the beech tree is one of the reasons why beech tree works so well on the skin.
Well, you guys do research.
And then we also put the Gasoline Age Defense, which comes from the walnuts. As you know, walnuts are great just to eat. They're great for the heart, great for all kinds of the essential fatty acids. Well, they're also great for the skin. So we put the Gasoline Age Defense in there as well. And so that deals with the cutaneous, the subcutaneous. It deals with, the walnut ingredient deals also with UV radiation. It deals with the lines and wrinkles. It deals with pollution, stress from the environment. So we're kind of hitting it at all different levels. That's why all these ingredients, I wanted to put every single one, because each of them has a specific reason and a specific usage in the formula.
And this actually goes into the system
because it's aloe vera based. All of our products are aloe vera based. And that, I want to say, that's the difference about our products. Aloe vera, if you have a water-based product, water evaporates. So the botanicals are not going to be going into the skin as effectively as if you have an aloe vera-based product. Aloe vera penetrates and hydrates. It's going to drive those ingredients into the skin.
Wow.
So that's the main difference in RC. So what's D-Stem and skincare line? The main difference is the aloe vera base.
Dave, could we see the whole package, okay? Let's take a look at that. And as we're watching the screen, okay, this is the ordering group, right? And that number on the screen right now, that's your opportunity to place that order, or write the number down, keep it for yourself. When you hear this conversation that we're going to have as we continue, you will probably hear something that says, that's what affects me. That's for me right there. So you'll already have the number. But there are different packages, is that right?
Exactly. There's normal to dry and normal to oily. And then also we have, we educate on every level. So we have in here the Daily Skincare Collection schedule of how to use the product. So if you forget which order am I supposed to use them in, it all comes in this little bag. And this is great to carry when I travel. I just throw it in my bag and I go.
That would be.
And I always keep an extra kit with me, of course, packed in my bag, so we travel.
So no one can say, I heard him say it on TV and I forgot.
Well, what you do is, it says step 1. It gives your morning.
Wow.
Step 1, what do you do? Step 2, step 3.
That is so important.
Then the evening. Because I can't remember.
You forget,
exactly. It gives you this. So that's what it is. Now, also in this, talk about some of the clinicals we've done, Deandra, in this, because we know that when you use this after 4 weeks, the decrease in lines and wrinkles, they're just amazing. And I think that's one of the things that we've...
Well, when people start saying, what are you doing? When they're looking at you.
Right.
And you say, what do you mean, what am I doing? You're looking different. And that's what people are going to be saying.
Exactly. And that's what people say. Actually, since we've increased the ingredients and the different ingredients, we know that after using this product, you have a 51% decrease in the lines and wrinkles.
It used to be
34%.
days. Now it's gone to 51%.
And then you increase oxygen consumption. Okay, we didn't really go over why you age, but free radicals are a big part of why we age. And so one of the products in here increases oxygen consumption by 71%. And we've done in vivo and in vitro testing. So in vivo would be on a living organism. In vitro is in a test tube. We've done both types of testing on these products. In addition to that, I don't think I told you that the Gottschalk age defense deals with chronological aging. Okay, there's aging chronologically and there's aging from the environment.
Okay, I'm chronological.
Mom's chronological too, you know. So you need to address, there's all kinds of, all forms of aging you have to address every single issue. Now, do you want to talk about your favorite product?
What would that be? This is
She has, yeah.
Oh, my eye cream.
This one right
Wait,
here.
just a minute. Before we do that, we need to tell how they're going to do it because you haven't gone to the moisturizers yet. I want to go through the whole system first.
Okay.
Because we're cleansing.
Yeah, okay.
We're toning. Now, we're doing this twice a day, Sharon. We're cleansing. We're toning, and then we're going to use the wonderful anti-aging serum, which I love this. Yeah. I mean, and then from there we're going to go to our moisturizers.
Yes, and we have the daytime and the nighttime.
The daytime and the nighttime.
Yeah,
those
the
have been
daytime,
changed.
exactly.
It's different from yours.
Okay, the daytime would be enriched moisturizer, and one of the star ingredients in that is called Ormagel SH, and it's a seaweed extract from Brazil. And what happened is they were noticing that the farmers that were extracting the seaweed, their hands were beautiful, and they had no lines, no age spots, anything. And they said, "What is this?" So they started extracting the Ormagel SH, the seaweed, and that's what we've used in this, and it's great moisturization properties, great for anti-aging. In addition, that has the advanced moisture complex in it, and it also has the hyaluronic acid that we talked about, and the aloe vera base, and the no parabens. Now, for nighttime use, you need a little bit more rejuvenation, and you need to rejuvenate your skin while you sleep. You need to moisturize. It's very important. Most skincare products on the market will only keep your skin hydrated for 2 hours. So after you put on the moisturizer, it's only for 2 hours. Ours lasts for 8 hours, which hopefully people are sleeping 8 hours. They need to be sleeping 8 hours for lots of reasons. But this also, we put the Gasoline RC that we talked about before and the Gasoline Age Defense to work on the chronological, the environmental, intrinsic, extrinsic, the advanced moisture complex, which is the hydration levels, increasing the hydration levels, aloe vera base.
How about expression?
So Gasoline Expression is in the serum.
Okay.
It's not in this. This
it's just over my head.
Because we don't need to have
walking computer here.
We're already hopefully relaxed in bed. We don't need to relax our
See, I can't even.
So this product is short-term and long-term. This product is a long-term. Anti-aging, anti-wrinkle, plumper, hydrator, a youthful, gives your skin a more youthful look. It optimizes skin's elasticity, optimizes the firmness, increased skin's thickness, all the things that as we age we worry about.
Right.
Now, as they call that number right now, the cumulative total of what we're talking about here is what?
$169.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's a savings of $19. Okay,
Wow.
so they're getting a deal.
And look at the screen right now. What are we seeing right now?
Okay, that's
Right
That's the kit right now.
Okay.
And it's $169. That's the cleanser, the toner, the 2 moisturizers, and the serum.
And they're going to get the little bag it comes in.
The little bag, yes.
And they're going to get the little cart. Now, that's what they're going to get. Now, I want to tell you what I know a lot about that I love. My eye cream. No one in this world has an eye cream this good. I'll put it up against anyone's eye cream. First of all, I worked on it for 5 years. I drove every chemist in the whole world just about crazy. They got to where they wouldn't even talk to me. Because what happens is we travel so much with television, Sharon, and I'm allergic around my eyes. You know, I couldn't use eye creams. They'd get puffy, they'd get red, they'd get scaly. And I was looking for something for the crow's feet, for the fine lines, for the wrinkles, for the puffiness under the eye. And we finally discovered that we could add arnica in there. And arnica would take away all those little bags and all the puffiness. So my eye cream is so interesting. I was in a major, and I'm not going to say any names, store. Everyone in America would know the name. And the other day, these girls that were working in skincare companies said, "Oh, Dee, I'm using your eye cream. It's the best eye cream." And I said,
in the store?
In the store. And they're selling other skincare. And they said, "We'll lose our job if we get caught." But I'm telling you, this is the and we've used something called Vitagen in it. It's a stabilizer type of vitamin C. Lots of times you will open up creams, like even in the moisturizers or eye creams, and they'll be kind of a creamy color, or they'll be a little bit brown. And I said something to Deandra the other day. We opened up one that was like, this is $55, I believe, if I'm correct, and this one was $165. And Deandra said, "Mom, you know why that's brown?" And I said, "No." She said, "Because the vitamin C has gone rancid."
Oh my goodness.
See, she can just look at a product, Sharon, and know exactly. This eye cream, guys, I'm telling you, my husband loves this eye cream. People stop us Every time we get on an airplane, someone stops us and says, I use your eye cream. The flight attendants, everyone, do not miss out on this eye cream.
It's awesome.
It is the best eye cream in the whole world. Okay, so...
And you've got the opportunity to go the whole world and find.
Exactly.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
And you folks that are watching, you're the recipients of all of that research and all of that travel and everything you've experimented with.
Everything we've experimented
Wow.
with. Yes, it's great.
Okay, let's recap what they're
Yes.
going to get in this particular offer.
Okay. So the products, the daily skincare collection is $169, and that includes your choice of the cleanser, your toner, your serum, your 2 moisturizers. Now then we have and that's $169, and you get the little bag, the travel bag, and then you can add on the eye cream, which is $55, which is, I can tell you, is a bargain, because I have bought, eye creams are one of the most expensive products you can buy. You can walk in any department store and price eye creams and realize that this is a real bargain. Now, in addition to that, we have one product that we haven't really talked about yet.
Can I just say something? I'm not going to show any names, okay?
Okay.
I was in the store the other day because I knew we were coming here, and so I had this little piece of paper, and I told them I wanted to look. I looked at their firming serum. My daughter knows all about the ingredients, so I said, Deandra, read this. And she said, Mother, first of all, the first ingredient's water. And then she went down and she said, it's nothing but, I think it had 9 preservatives in it. Their eye cream was $285. I mean, their serum was $285. You follow me? This is $55. Their moisturizer.
You mean this size bottle?
That size bottle was $200. Their moisturizer, which was the same size as our moisturizer, was $195. I'm not making this up, I promise.
Wow. Oh, I'm sure.
Their eye
She's got the
cream.
numbers in her hand.
Now you're ready to, don't fall out of your chair because I am 60, almost 69. Their eye cream, same size, was $1,000.
Oh, come on.
I promise, Sharon. And they told me that one lady had just been in and bought 3 of them. For $55.
This is Dallas, folks.
This is the lifestyle of the
Cosmetics any place in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is the lifestyle of the rich and famous. I'm sorry. But, you know, the good news about Deandra, she can read every ingredient and she knows. And she always picks it up. She said, well, Mama's got this, this, this. It was nothing but chemicals.
What would
So anyway,
make it $1,000?
Marketing.
marketing, people.
They got to pay those expensive ads
Oh,
and
my
magazines.
goodness.
And the store it's in.
See, we're in here trying to help Christian television.
Absolutely.
We're not- Okay, go ahead and talk about the add-on product.
Tell them, because we were showing something on the screen when
I'm sorry.
you
Yeah, I
started
had
to
to get
talk.
that.
And there was 2
We
items.
talked about the eye cream, and then what we have not talked about is our anti-aging formula,
Okay.
which is what we call our internal cosmetic.
No, that's what I like.
Yes, this is a capsule that you can take as an adjunct therapy to your skincare collection program, and this is going to work from the inside to help you not to age. And so some great things in here are collagen complex. We have ingredients in here like MPC peptides that help to produce collagen in your skin, which is really important because as you age,
where
you
do you
lose
get the collagen? Where does the collagen come from?
Well, in here we have milk protein complex peptides, and
Okay.
peptides are a great way to stimulate fibroblast cells to increase collagen production in your skin. So your skin, we asked about hyaluronic acid. Your skin has 2 components, the collagen and the hyaluronic acid. The collagen would be like a bricks on a house, and the hyaluronic acid would be like the mortar. So that's how to put it in perspective with your skin. But this product, I said to my mom, I said, I want to make a vitamin for my skin, because I saw a lot on the market, but they didn't have everything I wanted. So this has the hyaluronic acid, it has the collagen, it has something called DMAE, which helps with age spots and the production of lipofusin, which actually makes age spots on your skin, or the liver spots. It also has white tea, green tea.
Ooh.
Green tea and white tea are actually very good for acne.
Yeah.
So a lot of teenagers take this product as well. And people that have skin disorders and skin problems, people with psoriasis and eczema, they also take this product. Then we have alpha lipoic acid. Alpha lipoic acid is one of the best things for anti-aging that you can use. So we put alpha lipoic acid in here. It's actually 400 times better than vitamin C.
And this
So
is
more
only
potent.
$40.
More potent.
So the add-on means
Means that they want to buy the kit, of course, for
Okay.
$169. They're saving $19, all the skincare. And then they're going to add on the wonderful eye cream for $55. And then they're going to add the vitamin for the inside, the anti-aging formula for $40. And most of people, I mean, if you're going to do this, do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Make yourself look wonderful and youthful. You know, I always say so many times, why lose sleep over wrinkles when you can lose wrinkles while you sleep? You know, I say that all the time.
so you've given us a understanding that literally thousands of dollars could be spent for this very thing
Oh, my goodness.
with inferior products. ingredients, right?
Things that do not work, exactly. Things that do not work. And it's all about marketing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, sometimes women just believe, like, we live in a very nice neighborhood in Dallas, and a couple of Deandra's girlfriends said to her, well, you know, I bought that product and they told me hundreds of dollars, you know, and I do that because I've been kind of brainwashed. They think. And Deandra says, just try this. And she said, Mom, every one of them come back and say, this is the most amazing thing. Now my mother's using it, my grandmother's using it.
I just done some calculation in my mind. There's one product that, of course, I tried because, you know, I try all this stuff when I'm that is $335, okay, for one cream. All of this with this add-on and this add-on is less than $300.
Isn't that amazing?
And I tried one product that was $335 because it was supposed to be fabulous and had this new ingredient that everybody thought was great, and it didn't do diddly squat for me.
Yeah.
So, diddly squat.
That's a Southern expression.
What we do, Herman, in our office, and that's kind of a part of our marketing, we buy everything. And we many times
we send
we send them to the laboratories. And we have them, most of the time, like you take a anti-aging product like this, what's on the label, we could do a whole show about that, is not even in the product. Wow. But because of that, you know, my last name is Simmons. When my name's on it, I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
And you've always been that way.
I've always been that way.
You stand behind, and you use the product, and it works. And you can trust them. And that's why they're always here. Because when I find somebody that I can trust, and everybody out there lets us know how blessed they are to have this product. You get that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But we get it also. And people can get your email, right?
Yes.
And the other thing I wanted them to say, if they want to know more about skincare and want to see me in the lab in action, go to www.ultimateliving.com.
She's actually in the
lab. You can see in the lab, me working in the lab.
Right on
you
the
can
screen.
see, you can see everything, how the products are made. It's really cool. We've got videos of it. It's really interesting. If they really want to see me working, and so they say, well, I don't know about that. They can see it on our website.
And you're really there.
I'm really there.
You know, we now have 8 laboratories. We
make all our own botanical extracts, everything. We infuse everything. We make the teas.
We make our own
everything.
teas.
We grow our own botanicals. It's great. It's fun.
Quite a few people working for you.
Yes.
Did you have any idea 14 years ago?
Oh, gosh,
that it would grow to this size?
No, never.
And you folks, you can receive the product by calling that number on your screen. Don't put it off. Write that number down. Keep it someplace, because you're going to want that number or to pass it on to someone else after you have the product, and you're saying, I get all kinds of compliments since I've started using this product. They're asking me, what are you doing that's different? Because that's the expression. Many people, they'll stare at you, and you will then be able to pass that information on to them. So call today. Don't put it off. Be blessed, because they have taken this much time, have all the research, they had the finances. You were blessed.
Yes.
And now you folks can be the recipients of all of that. So call the number on your screen right now. Make the decision. Don't put it off. That's what we do so often. We procrastinate. Don't you dare do that. Call right now. God bless you.
Closed captioning provided in part by St. Luke's Cataract and Laser Institute.